Tesla is by far the largest EV company, no matter how you look at it. Whether you look at market cap, you look at total number of vehicles delivered, what their technology is at, it doesn't matter. They're so far ahead of all of their competitors. But just the other day, a new company came out that is 4 times larger than Tesla in terms of market cap, and they announced that they may be entering the EV space. And this could be really bad news for Tesla moving forward, and could present a lot of challenges for the company if these rumors end up being true.
Reuters just published a piece speculating that Apple wants to get into the electric car business. If there's anyone who can give Tesla a run for the money, it's Tim Cook and his team at Apple.
So in today's video, I'm first going to break down this rumor and report on Apple entering the EV market, what their timeline is, and all of the details regarding their new vehicles and what we know about them as of right now. After that, I'm going to go over how it'll affect Tesla, if it does work and if it doesn't work, and finally make sure to stick around until the end of the video. I'm going to talk about what I'm currently doing with the EV stocks, both in China and in the US. For those of you who are new here, my name is Michael. I'm a 21-year-old investor, entrepreneur, and full-time college student. In the past 30 days, I made over $175,000 in one of the many investment accounts that I share with you in our private group on Patreon. So if you'd like to stay up to date on what stocks I'm buying and what stocks I'm selling in our $575,000 public investment account, if you want to get exclusive content that I don't share on YouTube, and if you want to get pre-release access to my new show called The Stock Room, where I talk about stocks with my 80-year-old millionaire investor friend, then make sure to join our group using the link down below. So anyways, there was a rumor the other day that Apple is targeting car production by 2024 and eyes next level battery technology. They say that Apple Inc. is moving forward with self-driving technology and is targeting 2024 to produce a passenger vehicle that'll be sold to consumers that will include a breakthrough in the battery technology. This is huge news because this is a market that Apple has never entered before, but it is a very hot market right now. The EV market is the hottest market right now, especially with the push towards sustainable energy in the next couple of years, government policies being put into place to encourage companies to be more sustainable. The EV market is hotter than it's ever been before, and we've seen this with Tesla. Tesla's market cap has skyrocketed this year because of this, and this year they're set to produce almost 500,000 vehicles. The problem with the EV market right now is that there are dozens of companies in it that are all startups. They don't have much money, they're just trying to build factories and get their first vehicles out to consumers, but they don't have a lot of money backing them, and they're really just startups in their very early stages. They're not major competitors for Tesla. But now, with Apple entering the market and rumors of them entering the market under the codename Project Titan in Apple, this can present huge challenges for Tesla moving forward because Apple is the only company that can really pose a threat to Tesla moving forward.
Apple's as tight-lipped as ever. I went directly to them. They say no comment. This is a company that refuses to show its hand until it's good and ready. But when you consider that they've spent, let's say, $18 billion on R&D, I wouldn't be surprised if they got an electric vehicle to somewhere on the drawing board. We know Apple likes to disrupt big end markets. It does get bigger in the auto industry. If there's anyone who can give Tesla a run for the money, it's Tim Cook and his team at Apple.
So as of right now, what we know about this Project Titan, this project inside of Apple, is that Apple has progressed enough that it now aims to build a vehicle for consumers. According to 2 people who are familiar with the project, Apple's goal of building a personal vehicle for mass market is very different from what Google is doing, which is build a robo-taxi to carry passengers in driverless ride-hailing vehicles. So this is very different. Apple's looking to sell vehicles to consumers. Google's entering the market, but they're just looking at it as a driverless robo-taxi. In order for Apple to be able to pull this off, it's going to cost tens of billions of dollars. But luckily, Apple spends about $4 billion every single quarter on research and development. And it's pretty likely that some of this money has been spent on developing their Project Titan and their electric vehicles for consumers over the last couple of years as electric vehicles have become more and more popular. Right now, if there's one company on the planet that has the resources able to compete with Tesla and able to even dethrone Tesla from the leader in the EV space, it's going to be Apple, because Apple is the largest market cap company in the world with an over $2 trillion valuation, and what they're trying to do is going to cost a lot of money. A couple of things that stand out with Apple's electric vehicles from what we know right now is that Apple's car might feature multiple LiDAR sensors for scanning different distances, and in addition to this, they're also focusing on the battery and the specific design of the battery. For Apple's battery, they plan to use a unique monocell design that bulks up the individual cells in the battery and frees up space inside the battery pack by eliminating pouches and modules that hold the battery materials. So essentially what this means is that Apple's design for their battery would be able to allow the cars to have a longer range and last longer. But to turn a profit, one thing to keep in mind is that Tesla didn't have a profit for years. They were burning through cash for years. They were losing money. And only recently did they start making a profit.
So do you buy it on the rumor? Honestly, who cares? Unlike the electric vehicle plays that I just mentioned, all of which trade on hopes and dreams, you can actually buy Apple because it's making a fortune selling ridiculously popular products like the iPhone 12. Demand is off the charts. Given that these guys have the best customer satisfaction numbers of any company on earth, whether it be for the watch, for the computer, it doesn't matter. You have to judge Apple based on the lifetime value of its customer base, the same way you judge a consumer packaged goods company. Selling you the phone, it just gets their foot in the door. After that, they collect subscription revenue and take a cut of App Store sales for years to come. That's why I think the stock is more upside, even after a terrific run this year. I'm not saying we should value Apple the way we value Tesla or any of these behind me. I can't even imagine where that would put the stock. But can we at least value it like we do Clorox, Colgate, or Procter? There's just one problem with my Apple analysis. I've been saying this for years. I think it's still true. But man, imagine if there was a catalyst beyond the subscription revenue stream. If Apple's really working on an electric car, well, hey, guess what? The upside could be enormous.
So right now, with Apple stock, you're not going to see a 3x return on your money, but they do have a lot of upside right now moving forward. And their entry into the EV market has more of an impact on other EV companies like NIO, XPeng, Li Auto, Tesla, and all of the EV startups based in the US as well. In my opinion, I think Apple is a great stock to own, especially with these EV rumors, because if Apple were to successfully produce an EV, that would probably be included in all of their Apple network of products and all their cars, their phones, the computers, all of that would be able to communicate with each other, and people who buy an Apple phone, an Apple computer, will probably buy an Apple car as well. People like owning all the same products from Apple. They're in that network once they get in the door with an Apple product. So anyways, moving forward, this shouldn't have an immediate impact on any company like Tesla, NIO, XPeng, Li Auto, or any of the other EV makers. Moving down the road, as we hear more about what develops with Apple, we'll have to wait and see what happens, but it could have some large impacts down the road. But that's what's going on with Apple, how they're starting to enter the EV market. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your 4 free stocks, each valued up to $1,600, when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.